Good morning, friends. Cheryl here with Inked Pulp. Back for another. Sometimes I say, I don't know what I say in the mornings. I'm still half asleep, but it's Cheryl. Let me get my YouTube channel up here so I can see comments and all that good stuff. All right. Man, I could not sleep last night. I was up every half hour to an hour. All night. Hi, Mike. You're not usually the first one here. Welcome. I had a hard time sleeping last night. Hey, I watched a video yesterday of a guy who made a coffee mug out of golf balls. He took a bunch of golf balls and put them in like a clear Tupperware kind of thing and filled it up with resin, and then he drilled it out and made ooh, did you bring one for all of us? But anyway, he made a really cool coffee mug out of that. What's for breakfast? Oh, you know him. Oh, you've met him. Okay. Seeing here, I thought I found something neat and cool. I was going to send you the link, something you didn't know about, but you know him or you've met him. Yeah, I think I've seen other of his videos. Ooh, that one's pretty. So I bought this it was a on my thrift store run. Let's see what I did with the cover of it. But it was a whole pad of just, I love these little cards that have words on them. That's pretty too. That one's pretty too. So I have all these little cards. Oh, Maker Central. Gotcha. Anyway, I have all of these cards. That one's a landscape. And I thought I could do something with one of these today. I got that one. Yeah, I don't want that one. Got that one. That one's okay, not my favorite. All right. So I've got all these big ones. I thought we could just have some fun with one of these today. And then I have little ones that are different patterns. Just be you. I love that sentiment. And we could use one of these on like one of these other cards. That's pretty. Just be you. Morning lurkers. I know. Lurkers be lurking. That's okay. I appreciate everybody, lurker or no. I like to use these on the inside of my Life is Beautiful. My journals, when I make them, I put these in the pockets. So, yes, good morning, everybody who's watching and not talking. You are much appreciated. Okay, let's pick a base. You know what I wanted to do, and I didn't get up in time enough to gather everything together. I want to use some of these embossing glazes that Cheryl sent me. And I want to die cut out some of the leaves from the die that I have Excuse me. And then I want to work with some of those glazes, but I didn't get up in time enough this morning, so. All right, I don't think I want to use that one. Which one of these shall we use? Mike, since you're the usually Mimi's here like right away. I hope she's okay this morning. Which one of these, I know you're probably not a real flowery person, but which one of these shall we use? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? Come on, Mike, help me out. Come on, lurkers. I'm just going to pick one. I think that one's too matchy-matchy. Okay, Mike, I know you're eating, but come on, man, you're not helping me here. Where's all my help today? All right, I'm going to tear this, and then I'm going to ink it up around the edges and really distress it. Hey, Mike. I was just talking to Mike. Hey, Mimi. We made some decisions without you, but I think you'll be fine with it. So on my Hey, Susan. You guys just missed out on the decision making. I think this one will go. I always say this, and then we end up taking all morning to make something. I'm tearing out this little saying. There we go. So on my thrift adventures the other day, I was showing these to Mike. I got a couple of books. They're like paper pads, but they had all of these. It was just all cards. Oh, look at the bears! Aren't those cute? With patterns. Family is forever. That's a pretty one. Anyway, I had all of these, and then I had some smaller ones that had Be Happy, Our Family. This is what I bought it for, were these little ones. Because I put these little cards in the fronts of my journals when I make those little journals that I do. So I pulled out one of the cards. Well, let me go back because I haven't done anything with it and see which one you guys think. So I have A, B, C, and D. Those bears are cute, but it's not the right orientation. A is too matchy-matchy, I think. I mean, the peachy color is just identical. This one goes this way. That would be pretty, although I'm not sold on it. And then we've got the pink. They're awful close. They're different. The colors are different, but they're awful close. And then there's this one. These were really the two. I don't know. I guess I had kind of narrowed it down to that one. Does everybody agree with my choice? I think I'm still going to go with it. Yeah, that's the one I had picked. So Susan, that farm journal is stinking cute. I asked you if you were going to sell it, and you said you hope to, and I was curious what you were going to ask for it, and I know you kind of turned it back to me and said, what do you think? Well, it's hard for me to say. I know what I asked for mine, but I also know how much I put into them. Making the ephemera and just doing all of that. So it's really, I've seen journals go from oh my gosh, Mimi, that thing was just stinking cute. Journals go all the way that I've seen them, and these are the low end, and I wouldn't recommend it for you, but I've seen them go from 20 up to 200. I mean, and my only experience is in pricing my own, because I bought one from Big Mama, but it had so much work in it, and I will tell you, I paid over 100 for it. So I think you just have to decide, or you have to understand how much you have in it. Okay. What should we put behind this? Just be. Yeah, I mean, they really, really, really vary. Part of it is, like, I noticed you used a lot of Christie's printables, which I love. I'm so glad you're enjoying her website. But, and I would do, the same thing, but I would say that having not all of the ephemera being real handmade, some of them are, digitals that you've used, which is fine. I'm not criticizing it. But I would say that doesn't take as much time as the stuff that you made. And you have to account for the price for the stuff that you made. And how that offsets with stuff that is, a printable that you were able to print and kind of cut out. So, and I hope you don't, I hate saying that kind of stuff, because I don't want you to be offended or hurt. It's just that some stuff takes more time. Some stuff you make, and there's more time in it, so there's going to be more money in it. I don't know. Somebody else chime in. But on the digital, well, no, the Christie's printables are free, so you do have the printing costs. You're absolutely right, and you need to factor that in. So I would just say, look at what percentage of your journal is really handmade that took time to put together, versus things that were easier to do, and then kind of put a price on the ephemera that was easier to do. I mean, I price mine as a whole. I don't go through all this, but if you're really wanting to, figure stuff out. Oh, yes, yes, you have another digital that you paid for. Absolutely. And you need to put the cost of that in there. Absolutely. And a lot of those you decorated, like especially on the cover. So I would just kind of figure out, like, this pile of, these 10 things took, 15 minutes or less to put together. These 10 things took half an hour for me to do, and these 10 things took me over an hour. I know, I love those roosters too. Good morning, Lori B. Lori's a good one to ask. Susan's trying to figure out how to price her farm journal. And I don't know, kind of stuck with, because I just price mine. I'm like, yeah, this is what I want to get for it. Need more coffee. What do you guys think about this? So, Lori, this morning I am working on a these are cards that came in a whole, it was like a whole paper pad of them, different cards and stuff. And I had sat down with my paper trimmer and I trimmed them all out. Good morning, Donna. I know. I was kind of trying to help Lori by saying maybe look at, the amount of time you have in the digitals, plus look at a lot of other, go through Etsy and search for journals and look at, now I will also say the more well-known you are, the more you can charge. So, I'm definitely not in that well-known category for journals, for anything really. So, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, Susan. Yeah, but she doesn't know, Donna, even how to start pricing it. And she's looking for some. Well, they don't have to be fancy. They don't have to be, and I'm not, and I don't mean to imply that. All I'm saying is look at the amount of effort what was required and price it according to that. Say, a piece that took me, you know, X number of minutes to make, I'm going to charge, $5 a piece for those things. And then the cost of actually making the journal, you got to put that in there too. So, um, or even people you don't know. I spent a lot of time just looking at Etsy, and then I guess I have a little bit more experience with pricing because I price my jewelry. And granted, it's a whole nother market, but there are methods. There is one method that says, take your cost of materials and multiply it by 7. And for these journals, I don't know if that works because you don't always have most of the cost is going to be in labor, not. What do you guys think of that? Just be you. I kind of like it just like that. I don't know that it really needs anything else. What do you guys think? I was looking for a um yeah, exactly. I think after a while, Susan, I say just go for it and um see what. Oh, and I bought this new punch. Let's use this. I bought this new because I wanted an edge punch, and it's really, oh, and it screwed it up. It's really hard to punch. Dang. Well, we're just going to make it a tag. And we're just going to, I might have to return that punch if it's not going to behave. Oh no, you'll never get total your time. You never will. And it's the same with my jewelry. But you can get, you can get a reasonable amount. Okay, let's distress around this. We can talk offline a little more, Susan, and I can the other thing that I find, and especially with jewelry, but even a little bit with like my Etsy shop, and that is that some of the smaller stuff that really takes no time to make at all, you can charge a decent price for. People will pay for it. But then something bigger that takes more time, there comes a point where the price is just too high and people aren't going to pay for it. And so I make up on the little things, I may get, 5 times what I would have put into it. And I'll sell more of them because they're small, but that's the market value for them. But then on something more complex, the market value just isn't going to pay me for all my time. So, oh, I sold my first journal for $130. I sold it at a show though, and that's very different than trying to sell on Etsy. I think this might still be a little too big. Feel like it's covering up too much of the background. But we can always use these little pieces. There, I like that better. So that's the other thing, Susan, is that, now when I sell in the Durham store, I can't sell things for as much. And the reason for that is this is my theory, but I don't know if it's true, but I'm pretty sure it is. When I'm at a show and I have something high priced, I can talk to my buyers and kind of explain to them the process, what goes into it. So if somebody really likes something that's high priced, I can sell it a little, and say, oh, yeah, that setting is solid sterling and I made every part of it, even the little leaves on there. I pressed those out on a hydraulic press and, formed them. And I can really explain to people, what I have into it. And they meet me and hopefully like me. And, they're willing to spend more money. So I have that at a show. I can sell things for more at a show than, oh my gosh, why feeling insignificant? Everybody starts somewhere. Insignificant how? Oh well, it's cut off now, Donna. Nothing I can do about it. Um yeah, you did an amazing job. Hi, Tammy. Insignificant how? Just in your skills, in your following, like you're not well known enough? How are you feeling insignificant? I'm thinking about a little book text maybe down. I don't even go on Pinterest anymore, Lori B. Um, I don't even do it because one, everybody is exactly Mimi. We're all wonderful in our own way. Don't try to be like somebody else. Well, so price it lower. If you think that, it could have had more, price it a little bit lower for your first one. We all do art in our own way, and this is the stuff that Cheryl sent me. We all do art in our own way, and yours is just fine. We all have our strengths and we all have our limitations. And as long as we know those things and work accordingly, I mean, gosh, there are some things I am just not good at, period. I'm looking for the right piece of like book text. So Donna, one of the things that I said when I started this is that this is going to be a happy place and it's going to be uplifting. And so I'm going to really object to your comments about yourself and ask you please not to do that. Because everybody is valuable. Nobody's useless. And yep. So I'm going to really put my foot down on this one and tell you that if you're having a bad day, I get it. But you are by no means useless. None of us are. I'll tell you what I'm useless at, and that's housekeeping. Oh my gosh, my house needs so much work right now. And if you ask my husband, he would tell you I'm useless at it. I kind of like that. What do you think about just a little bit of book text hanging out? I could put a little more at the top. And Cheryl, this is another piece of yours. So yeah, if you haven't seen it yet, please go over to Susan's channel and check out her. Do we have a moderator in here? Does somebody else want to moderate it to be able to put links in? I have two, but they're not here a lot of the time. Okay. Sounds good, Mike. Does somebody want to moderate? Okay, let me see if I can, hang on. I'm inking this very fragile paper. For down here at the bottom. Okay. Donna. Okay, Donna, you're a moderator now. So if you'll put in Susan's link, I got you, Donna. I saw, hun. All right. Do I need a piece of that book page up top or just like it is? And maybe I could put some little bling on the front part of it. You're gonna behave and not make Donna have to work too hard at being. Um, Man, I'm getting a lot of subscribers all of a sudden. I love it. I'm just trying so hard to get to 1,000. All right. The other person I want to call out and give a shout out to is Cheryl, Crafty Shamrock Designs. I have noticed that she's not getting a super lot of views. I mean, I don't either. I don't get a ton of views on my videos. But she puts out a video like every day, and her stuff that project you did yesterday, Cheryl, I love it, and I'm gonna buy some of those digitals because those little kids. Oh my gosh! If you haven't seen Cheryl's video from yesterday, you have got to see it. Okay, I'm gonna glue down this paper right here because I like it. Oh my gosh, you have got to see it, Mimi. You will love it. I try to stay current. I'll tell you who I have. Um, yeah, I don't like bots. I'm not a bot fan. Um, I like the real people work. Don't type in caps, ma'am. I think you're yelling at me. I'm very sensitive to people yelling at me. I grew up in a household with that. Boy, you want to talk about a downer and being able to talk about some downers? I could tell you some stuff that would knock your socks off. And I choose not to do that because life is just too damn short. And those people that were ugly, just going to have to stay ugly. Because you get a call. I know. I'll tell you who I have a hard time keeping up with because she is so damn active, and that is Susan. My goodness, that girl will post several times a day in all of her stuff, and I can't keep up with her. You are a very prolific crafter, Miss Susan. And if you ever want to do a live, I would be happy to help you with that. Um, because it's really not hard. If I can do it, anybody can do it. My great aunt was the last person living at Never Caves, and there are some great photos. Oh, yes, digitalize and share with us. I mean, we'll pay you for them, but let us be your first customers. No, even now. You've got your yes, please what, Cheryl? I think we got your link in there. If not, let's put Cheryl's link in there and anybody else who wants their link in there. I don't know. Lori B hasn't been doing YouTube videos. I was so funny. She she and I were chatting and she said she just hasn't had the motivation to do videos. And I thought she meant motivation to craft. You know how sometimes you lose your mojo and you just don't feel like it? I was like, well, if you want to come on live with me sometime, we can, get that. She says, no, no, I've been crafting like crazy. I just don't feel like doing videos. Um, I love the videos because most of what I do is live and I really like interacting with you guys. All right. Just be you. I put that up a little higher than I wanted to, but that's okay. Oh my gosh. And then you've got the 50 deck or 50 whatever the card one is, and then you've got the crossword one, and then you've got what's the one that I do too? Marguerite Miller, and there's another one you have that is just it's the 50 stack challenge, not the cards, but the 50 stack challenge. And now you're talking about doing Julie. Her link is in there. Okay. Yeah, I just don't like the caps thing. Type it in again regular because I do look at the chat frequently, just not, I do miss things, but all right, what does it need on there to enhance it? And there you go again, all in caps. Donna, I have to put you in timeout, girl. How about um here's some like minty green dots. I've got lots of these gray dots. I need to go get some more enamel dots. I like these. I use them actually quite a bit. And I'm getting low on a lot of the colors. That's too neon. Okay. There's those. All right. Yeah, I don't like that color. My father-in-law used to have bad tremors, and he hated it. He'd drink a cup of coffee and he'd have to steady his hand. All too concentrated right here. Maybe we go up there and then yeah, having medical issues is no fun for sure. I want to put one of these little ones. He used to take one hand, like if he had his coffee cup in this hand, he would put his hand on the other one and push down, and so he could drink his coffee. It was sad to see because it frustrated him so badly. I don't know if I like these. What do you guys think? I'm just not sure that I like them on here. But I do need something on here. I think I might have an idea. Yeah, they do. Yeah, it's hard. It is hard, and I understand that. And I empathize with, anybody who has a physical problem. Yeah, I'm not sure about those dots either. They're not glued down, so. I'm not sure about the dots either. I could just put 2 kitty corner there. Let's see what else we have that would go with this. This is where we end up taking the time. It's easy to, get the base down, but then when we have to embellish it, that's what takes the time. So let me drink a bit of coffee and let me look at these buttons that Cheryl sent me, because they have beautiful patterns on them, and I don't know. That might be pretty. Put some thread through it, kind of sticking out, or put some the white one might go better with the white background, but I like this one better. I know. We do love spending time together, so I don't mind either. I would sit here all day with you girls if I could, and guys. I keep doing that, Mike. I would stay all day, and maybe I can do a really long session. That one kind of gets lost. This one is really the best one. Do you guys like this little daisy? If I put some, oh, there's a few more in here. Let's look at them all. Ooh. Just be you and a little bird cage. You make Kelly do your fussy cutting. All right, you guys. This one, I'm going to take these dots off because I don't want to use those. I don't think they go. You know what I would like to try, but I'd screw it up and then I'd be mad. I'd love to take a black pen and do an outline around that, but some places I've cut too close and yeah, Big Mama gets stuff going on with, Big Daddy, and she's got lots on her plate. All right. Yes, she was here yesterday. All right. So I have I'm looking for my glue lid so I can put it on and I don't get my glue all dried out. I'm not seeing it right away. So there's A. We can put this down with a little bit of thread underneath. Or B. Same thing. Put it down with a little thread underneath. A or B? Oh, I don't know that there's anything wrong. I just know occasionally he has doctor's appointments or he has, things to do, and she has to, take care of that. Okay, A or B, you guys? A, Cheryl wants it really goes well. The little orange on the bird matches. I've got a few of your things in here, Cheryl. Happy grass. Yeah, and Big Mama has, oh, there's a pink one too. I don't want pink though. Has issues with her eyes, I know, and she has to. Yeah, I have not, done that since I was a teenager, but I have heard the same thing, Donna, that it really helps. The being high. Well, you could do CBD. Have you thought about that? Because I think CBD, good morning, Wendy. I think CBD isn't it the same thing as far as the medicinal effects, but it doesn't get you high? That's what I had been told anyway. I don't know if it's true or not. Because I don't, you know, need or use. No, you haven't tried it, or no, that's not right. Didn't work for you. Yeah, I get it. Okay, so we've got this. I do want to look really quickly in this bag of goodies that I got, and I'm not really seeing anything here that I need to use. Okay, let's do this. Oh, this is the only thing, but I think that's way too big and bulky for there. All right, let's do this. And we haven't seen you for a while, Wendy. It's good to see you again. Let me take some of this black floss. Yeah, I was just thinking because you said you had to survive the getting high part. Now, back in my youth, when we dabbled in that stuff, it was obviously to get high. That was the whole purpose. I haven't done that stuff in, oh gosh. 20 and 40 years? I think if you got it at a dispensary, I'd feel safer about it, but we were just kids and got it from whomever when we were kids. And I think today that would be just so dangerous because you don't know what stuff is being mixed with. And I don't know, I'm too much of a wussy to even think about doing that. Okay, where's my black thread? I know I have some. Hmm. Well, then maybe what I need to do is just take some of that floss and just take a strand of it off of there. Here's a really dark brown. I don't think you'd notice if it was. Oh no. I'm so sorry, Wendy. I am so sorry. I know you've been spending so much time with with his other stuff going on. I'm so sorry to hear that now you've got this on top of it. That really stinks. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't need the thread. What do you think? I just think it distracts. Maybe a little piece of lace or maybe not as much thread. Life really sucks sometimes. Do you know what stage it is yet, or do you have to wait for the biopsy to know that? There, that's better. That was just too much before. What do you guys think of that? Yeah, stay positive. Not until that's what I thought. Because I know I had the same situation with my breast cancer. They didn't know right away. But we'll be thinking of you. Oh, that's kind of cute. I put just a little bit of that lace underneath the bottom edge. You see it peeking out there? It's real little, but it's the little things that... Oh, thanks, Donna. There's Wendy's. Wendy, I haven't noticed you doing like the craft. You don't do crafty videos, right? You mostly do sales, or do you do crafty videos? Glue it down. I am, Mimi. That's usually Mike yelling at me. Not yelling at me, but glue it down. Quit messing with it. Yeah, I didn't think you did crafty videos. Actually, I'm going to turn this a little sideways. And then, of course, we need, I want to get one of those long tags. I have a big one, but it's too big. I want to get one of those. They're like badge ID, and they do the long, what's her name? 49 Dragonflies uses one. I really like that. It's just kind of simple, nothing fancy. Yeah, and the hard part, Wendy, is at that age, and I know we went through this with my mother-in-law, is do you put them through the rigors of treatment? Because treatment is so challenging. And that's a really tough decision to have to make. So I'll be thinking of you, definitely. Let's make kind of a bigger hole. Oh, that might be too big. Oh, there's a good size. All right, you sucker. There we go. There, it's a little bit bigger hole. And I wonder, I have some, hang on a sec, I have some hole reinforcers that I made. If I can find them. And of course, now that I want them, I know right where they're stored, but I don't see them in the box, and I know I didn't move them. Oh, wait, here's the... Okay, I found the plain ones. I just can't find the colored ones. All right, well, we'll just go with this. Now, let's put some kind of a tag topper in there. Here's some sari silk. It's just a plain color, but it's just sitting. Tell him stay positive and feel the love. You know, yeah, it's a really hard, it's a hard decision, and I feel for you. Because sometimes the treatment, you know, has worse side effects than the disease. And, you know, if you got another, 30 years to live, then it might be worth going through it. It's a hard decision. You chose cleaning over us, Big Mama. Call 911, get an ambulance there, and get yourself to the hospital, girl. There's got to be something terribly wrong with you if you chose house cleaning over crafting. All right. And see, we managed to go a full hour. On this one little tag. I want this to go in a little bit farther. Some of the, just a light bit of it, darker on the edges for sure, but then all right, there it is. Just Be You. Do we think it needs anything else? It's a big tag. Oh. You guys like? Yeah, it is pretty, isn't it? All right, so as a recap, make sure that if you haven't seen Big Mama's, let's put Big Mama's channel up there. If you haven't seen Big Mama's video of the one she just did, go look at that. It's adorable. Her design team project. And then take a look at Susan's her first that she's posted here. Well, no, she made a journal for a giveaway. She's made other journals. She just put up a farm journal. Wendy, you'll love it. Go check out Susan Gazaway's page. And then Cheryl, Shamrock Crafty Designs. Oh my gosh, the stuff she did yesterday was so stinking adorable. They were wonderful. And she found some great digitals. So anyway, that's that. I may put some color on the back of this. It's got like, I don't know, whatever was on my... Susan has wonderful ideas, yes. And I love that she uses a lot of Christie's printables. I love Christie's printables. So anybody have big stuff for today? I got an order on Etsy that I need to fill and get up to the mailbox. And then, hi, Dad. Oh, to Wendy's dad. Yes, please tell your dad that we are all thinking of him, and tell him to hang in there, stay positive, and we'll all be praying. All right, let's call it a video. Love you guys. Give me a thumbs up if you haven't already. And I'll get this picture taken and get it loaded onto the video. And if I can get my act together tomorrow, we'll make some of those embossing glazed leaves tomorrow. All right. Everybody have a wonderful day. I'll see you later. Bye.